If you're having trouble moving between chords and you're hesitating or they just kind of sound sloppy and you can't play through a song because of this, that's a real frustration. And I'm going to give you 3 steps that you can use to get over this so you can actually play through a song. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out which chords are difficult. You probably know that already. I'm just going to use D as an example. So if you have trouble getting to the D chord, one of the major reasons for this is that people tend to put one finger down at a time like that, and that's going to slow down your chord changes, obviously. If I'm trying to go from G to D, and I have to do that every time, that's obviously going to slow things down. I'm strumming like this. So we need to have a system for getting over that. We need to have some steps that we can take to do this. Step 1 in this process is go to that D chord, get your fingers on that chord right there, and then you're just going to pull your fingers off and then put them back down. Now, when you pull your fingers off, you're going to go nice and slow. You're not going to move quickly at all. And then you're going to hold that shape in your hand just for a second and then put it back down. So on and off that one chord, holding that shape. If you find your fingers are moving around when you're taking your fingers off, you're moving too fast. So nice and slow on and off that one chord. Now you're going to repeat this maybe 20, 30, 50 times, something like that. When it feels like that's fairly comfortable, then you're going to move on to step 2. Now step 2 is we're going to go from the G chord or whatever chord you want to choose, and you're going to move to that D chord or whatever chord is difficult. So I'm going to go from G, and then I'm going to switch to the D chord, but what I'm going to try to do is make that shape in my hand before I get down so I can put those fingers down all at once. So nice and slow. We don't need to move this quickly. In fact, we don't want to move quickly because we're really trying to get muscle memory. That's the key to this, is we need muscle memory because eventually we do want to be able to switch. We want to be able to switch fast, but we can't go fast until we can go slow reliably. So that's really what we're focused on, is nice and slow movements so that we can get the muscle memory down going to that difficult chord. So go from G, make that shape in your hand on the D chord, and then put that down. And you're going to, again, repeat that process. Maybe like 10 times, you're going to do this nice and slow. And then step 3 is the test. Step 3 is you're going to go from whatever chord you want to, and then you're going to quickly move to that difficult chord. So I'm going to go from G and quickly move to D. And this is the test. Okay, the first time you do this is probably going to still be sloppy, but you want to test yourself and see, okay, can I actually get to that difficult chord quickly now? And then what you're going to do next is you're going to repeat those 3 steps. So we're going to go back to the D chord, go on and off, nice and slow. We don't want to move fast at all. And then we're going to go to the G chord and make that shape and then put it down. Again, we're doing this nice and slow, trying to make that shape perfectly and put all those fingers down. And then we're going to test that by going fast. So those are the 3 steps that you want to take to get your chord changes down. So I hope this video was helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, if you want some extra help, I have a free guide. The link is in the description, and it's the 5 most common mistakes that keep people stuck. So if you want some more tips, it's a very simple, short guide that's just gets right to the point of what you need to do to improve your practice so that you can improve your playing. And get that guide, get on my mailing list, and you can get more help there. So see you next time.